So today I'm going to explain the descriptive statistics which is used in data science for the data storing and data storytelling. So first we will start from the mean, median and mode. So this is our like the basic measures of central tendency. So our mean is the average, our median is the middle value occurring when it is sorted, and mode is a most frequently coming occurring value. So if our mean is greater than our median, then means the data is right skewed. Right skewed means the sum of the highs of the values, outliers are pulling it to the left, to the right side. And then if our mean actually is less than median, then it is left skewed. Like low values of the like some of the high low values on the left side is pulling it to the left side, therefore our mean is lower than median. Median is our the middle value. So if our mean is low, then it is left skewed, and if our mean is right skewed, which means it is left tailed. Now then there is a standard deviation which tells that how variable our how variability is in our data set and data points actually. So which tells how spread the data is from the mean. And to compare the spread across the like a different data sets, we use a coefficient of variability, which is like a standard deviation divided by mean in mathematical terms, and usually shows as a percentage. Like if my CV, which is a coefficient of variation, is 0.30, so which means that my 30% of the data is having more variability, and we need to work on that, and it's like a more variability or not. Next, now it is like a skewness. Now skewness, so if our skew is positive, longer tail on the right, then it is right skewed. It is same as a mean and median, but if we don't have mean and median, or of course something else, and we need to just find out the skewness directly, then we can use the function in our Python and then take out that skewness. Then we have negative skew, which is like a longer tail on the left, which is a left skewed. And if a skewness is 0, or maybe which is like around 0, not exactly, it would be not exactly the 0, but maybe like around 0, then data is asymmetric, and which is a good data actually, it refers as the good data. Now for like we have now kurtosis. Kurtosis is like a measure how heavy the tails are. So if our kurtosis is greater than 0, so it would be lepti, it would be leptokurtic, sharper peak and more outliers. And if our kurtosis like this, here this, it has a sharper peak and it is a big one, it has here the peaks also, so it is the leptokurtic, and if for that its k is positive. Now we have kurtosis, which would be 0, which is also a normal distribution. We have already know that normal distribution. So it is called mesokurtic, and most of the time it is a good one, like a normal distribution. And then we have the which is less than 0, which is a the when our k is negative and flatter distribution, and it would have fewer outliers. If it would be positive k, then it would have more outliers and its tail would be wide, like here its tail would be wide here. But if it would be like this flat, which is a platykurtic, then its tail is not wide and it still have few outliers only, and this middle one is our normal distribution. Now for quantiles split our sorted data into equal parts. Split our data into equal parts. If I'm telling that my 25th percentile is Q1, then our 50% it would be Q2, and 75th would be Q3. Then interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, which is 75 minus 25, which is middle of the 50% of the middle 50% of the data, which is like we can say that most of the data in our this data set is this or that. Then percentile, deciles and quartiles are just different types of quantiles only. and they divide data into 110 or 4 or 95 5%. Then if then we when we talk about that my 10th percentile is 7. I'm if let me take an example that my height, I'm taking the height of the people and I'm taking all the people in my classroom and taking them and just making them stand out and with the height wise, and I'm telling that let's take that middle one person, and if his height is 163, which means that my half of the person before him, my half of the classmates before him actually are in the range which is lesser than 163 centimeter, which means they are shorter than him, and after would be half of the after would be like a taller than him, which is like this, like it is a position based. If I'm talking about 50th, then I'm talking about that particular thing only, particular number only, but it suggests that what would be the before and what would be the after of it, and everything here is like a position based. You sort the data and then look what the value lies at a certain percent and like a certain position. That's what quantiles and percentiles is look like.